Welcome back to the Star Crypto channel. It's your boy Blazer.
Hey, double O in the East house.
Yes, sir. We're back up in this piece, man. You know, today, once again, we're doing some technical analysis. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin, Curve, and Cardano.
Curve, baby.
Curve is a new one, man. It's pretty interesting.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're actually on public. And we're just checking out the coins on public, and we decided, hey, you know, let's see what is good on public, and let's see if we can at least do some technical analysis on it, right? See where it's going, see what's been happening to it. And that is when we came across Curve, and the charts are not very interesting. But before we get into that one, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin first, of course. Why Bitcoin first? Because, well, you know, Bitcoin is the how do they say, the Mac Daddy?
King coin. It's the Mac
Daddy. Champion.
It's the king.
Bro, yeah, there's someone somewhere just going, why are these guys all about Bitcoin like this? This is stupid.
Big Daddy.
Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna be stupid with Bitcoin to the end. That's how I feel about it. You know, anyway. Ridiculous. Anyway, Bitcoin is currently trading at $43,319 now.
Yes,
I was expecting Bitcoin to be below this, man. You know, this is not going according to plan right now.
I will not say that. You know, that one news that came out about the mayor of Brazil saying that they're gonna put 1% of their coin in there, and that's another news that came out.
Oh yeah, Brazil is in the Bitcoin game now.
Yeah, and then some big hedge fund is putting 50% of his entire portfolio in there, so that's gonna prep it back up.
This is true. Geez, I forgot his name. Something Miller. Some investor has 50% of his wealth in Bitcoin right now.
Yes, sir.
I mean, they're gonna see some losses in the near future. That's cool, but
hey,
I
have to say, because you know, come on, man, that dead cross. I've never seen anything have a dead cross. Well, I've seen a few stocks.
We've seen it.
Have a dead cross.
But we know that when the death cross comes down, it does this thing. Now, well, I guess I was just hoping for Bitcoin to be much lower so I can buy more, but that's fine, right? We're in there. So currently looking at Bitcoin, obviously after the news with Brazil putting some funds into Bitcoin and other billionaire investors getting into Bitcoin as well, we'll see that we're hanging between that zero Fibonacci extension line there and
the support line.
Exactly. Pretty nice support line there, and the 0.236, right?
Sure.
Of course, there was some sign of weakness there. We made it down to 39K.
Ooh, look at that red candle, man. It came strong too.
Hey, dude, I think I was driving at the time, and I just saw was it overnight? One order got filled while I was driving, but I did notice a notification on my phone, and I got that order. Remember, we had some limit orders all the way down there, and we got filled at 39K Bitcoin. Did you get filled at 39K Bitcoin? Did you buy Bitcoin at 39K? Let us know in the comments below. Right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's always nice to see who else is out here dollar cost averaging hard as hell, you know. So it's a beautiful thing, right? So between the zero Fibonacci and 0.236 Fibonacci extension line there, looking like it's trying to push upward. Double up. What are your thoughts?
Hey, I'm just looking at the rules and the laws of the candle, right? So that red candle did overcome the previous green candle, which was a bearish move, right? But then we actually this current green candle until the day is over, it was previously red, but then it turned back into green after that news. Those news came out. So right now, given the point at which that green candle started, it all depends on where it closes. Again, we're still below the moving averages, so it's a good time to buy. But we currently have a dead cross going. So the question is, are we going to have a dead cat bounce again? It's time will tell.
I think we're already looking at that dead cat bounce now. This is what I think may happen. There's two options here.
Is there?
We could either go sideways through this channel here at the bottom of the Fibonacci, right? And that might go for a while. We do know that Bitcoin has a tendency to go sideways for an extended period of time, hopefully not for multiple years like it did a couple years back ago, right? And the other option is that we continue with this downward move, right? Say the few people who made their massive purchases today did that, and then maybe it would pull back and drop down there. But I'm not feeling so confident about that anymore. I'm thinking more like a sideways move for a while. It might pull back some, but if it does drop, that would be cool. We do know that our death cross is happening. That's the 50-day moving average crossing below the 200-day moving average, and we can see the 100-day moving average is also approaching that 200-day moving average, right?
Yep.
Will it cross? It's uncertain right now, right? The 20-day is definitely out of here, so I think that's one of the things I'm really waiting on to see what happens. Did you buy more Bitcoin, by the way?
Yes, sir. I was one of those people that got 39 on 40.
Hey, dude, I bought 39. I bought 40 because that was FOMO, and I've just been waiting. I do have another limit order though at I think it's at 42. When I saw it coming down this afternoon, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put in another order. One interesting thing that is happening as well is on the 4-hour chart. The 20-day moving average is moving kind of sideways right now. I think a couple days ago, was it the day before yesterday or so, when we looked at the 50-day moving average?
Yeah.
Or the 20-day moving average, and we were like, is that going to go back above the 50-day moving average? But as of now, I don't think it is.
It's coming the other way.
It is, but I think it just seems more like it's going to be a sideways thing.
Sideways move, yeah.
And I think one thing that would be interesting for us to look at as well is maybe we should revisit the Wyckoff distribution model.
Sir. Next video.
See how that goes. So next video, we'll take a look at that one and see how it is. Right?
Hey, folks, I know you guys are probably saying you guys are always doing Bitcoin. Whatever happens to Bitcoin happens to all the altcoins. So you gotta watch the king to see how the city moves.
Facts. Listen, people can say that. I don't care. I'm still gonna keep buying Bitcoin. There's nothing you can do to stop me from buying this Bitcoin. Moving on to Curve. Right, this is a very interesting one. Currently trading at $5.30. Right,
$5, baby.
If we pull back, this is what is really interesting about this coin here. Now, for those who are unfamiliar, we're just going to give a quick rundown of what Curve is. So Curve is essentially a decentralized exchange, right? A DEX that mostly deals with exchanging stable coins at the best rates out there. And it's interesting because as soon as we saw this, we were like, if we have a CBDC one day, we can take our CBDC and
you try to respond, convert it.
Hey, listen, man,
convert it to USDC and boom, you make your money back again.
We're gone, man.
There we go.
Maybe switch it to some more money. Yeah, maybe switch it to Monero. Maybe get one of those switchers, what do you call it, the mixer, where you send your coins and like it mixes up all the addresses and it cannot be tracked.
Snap!
Man, look, the U.S. government has a long way to come, man.
They got some catching up still.
Yeah, we're just some
good
young
news
people.
though.
We're just some young people with some technology, man. We don't have power like that, but we do what we do. Go ahead, sir.
Well, the good news is that did you see those interest rates? Way better than the banks again.
This is true.
Yep.
Man, everything crypto has better interest rates than the banks, except for Coinbase. Coinbase is messing around with USDC, man. They need to.
Hey, man. They are a centralized exchange, man.
They need to turn it up.
They're hanging out with the banks.
Exactly. So the interesting thing with Curve here, man, is that this coin has been, how can we say, on a continuous uptrend, right? And it seems to have this tendency to want to just keep rising and rising. It's really impressive to me that it's been moving the way it is. It just seems like it's not moving like anything else. It's not moving like Bitcoin somehow. Well, except for right there. I mean, I guess we can point that out there because, like you rightly mentioned earlier, that was the China FUD, right there, and then it kind of had to like gather itself again before continuing on this uptrend. The moving averages, and I guess that's the other thing too. We're really trying to figure out ourselves, like, is this a good time to buy this, right? Will it have a massive pullback? And on the daily chart here, we can see that obviously it's been on this continuous bullish channel. You could call it that if you want, because really this is not going to be perfect, but just to give you a rough idea of that channel, that's what we're looking at.
Yep.
right? And the 20-day moving average, once it crossed over that 50 and crossed over the 100, eventually made its way above the 200-day moving average, and it's been holding there. And the channels, I mean, those moving averages have just been moving up in the same pattern, really, right? Never crossing, except for about here. What are your thoughts on this one? Would you buy this at this point?
Man. So if you look at the TTM squeeze, looks like I want to squeeze up. The buy volume is up. The Osama scalar is up. I have the RSI index as well, and it's also showing that it's moving up.
Right.
This guy is not responding to whatever it's going on in the media. He's just doing his own thing. But I have to say though, the recent downward move of Bitcoin also affected it. So I don't want to chase because it look like I'll be chasing right now. But just being the timed buy that I want to be, I did lose out on Solana trying to do exactly what I'm doing right now. But then I'm looking at the exit point of one, which is the one is usually a good exit. It's crossing the 0.618 right now. So if you want to trade it, right, maybe you take that bet that it goes from $5.33 to like $6.82.
Okay.
That's about a 50-cent gain. I'm not a trader, so I am trying to get it at the next time it comes back to that zero fib level, or comes back down to $4.26.
Right.
Yeah, then that'll probably be a good entry point. Right now, I feel like I'll be chasing it if I get in right now.
Hey, I agree with you on those fib levels there. I don't know if the fibs are just going to reset and then it continues to build a new one from where it is.
Yeah.
But from the previous bottom, right? If you got in at the previous bottom to where it's trading at right now, that's about a 329% increase. Slow and steady. It's beautiful. I almost feel like buying some, man. It's interesting.
Time in the market, right?
Time in the markets, man. Maybe buy a little bit and then average down as it starts turning back. If it does do that at all, But very interesting coin there, continuously moving up. This is a good. We haven't spoken about Cardano for a very long time.
That's a good follow up to that, because at some point Cardano continued to go up too as well. If you pull back a little bit, absolutely. And then something happened.
I mean, Cardano. We've been talking about this one forever. By the way, we're still giving away. I was about to say $1,000.
$500.
We're still giving away $500 worth of Cardano once we get to 1,000 subscribers.
Let's go.
2 winners, $250 each. So if you're interested, all you gotta do to be entered is like, subscribe, and comment maybe. But 2 random winners. So Cardano, we can see that. What was this? May 2021. We had that run up there to about $2.48. Right. So we know there's a resistance point over there. Yep. Then it dropped back down to about $1 and what would you say? 0.045.
Yeah,
that's not cents, is it? Yeah. So way below $1. Not below $1, but $1 and a few pennies. There we go. Yep. And so after a while, we had that move again. From, let's see, this was in July of 2021. Right, we're sitting there at the bottom forever. It seems to have these points where it goes down and it stays there for a very long time, which is why I'm very patient with Cardano. It is what it is. And from there, we had that massive move there of 195% to the upside. $3 is what we saw at that point in time. And then ever since then, right, we have just been dropping, sliding, how would you say?
Falling,
slipping,
crashing.
Falling, crashing, man. And here we find ourselves now. It's interesting because we did a technical analysis at one point. We gave the possibilities. We said we could go up or down. Kenny actually pointed it out to me. He was like, yeah, it did both. Right? It went up, then it came back down. So that happened. Right? And now we can see we're definitely below the 200-day moving average. We're below the 20-day, 50, and 100-day moving average.
Yeah. It has crashed, man. Blown up. Dusted, everything happened.
It's all the way down there, man.
Ben is probably watching us like, yeah, I told you to buy Solana. You're over here buying Cardano. It's all right, man.
Oh, okay, Ben.
Everybody has the right to believe in what they want to believe in.
Let us know how your non-decentralized coins are doing, sir. Now, Ben is a G. We got to get Ben back on, man. Let's hit up Ben and get him back on the show, man. Because Ben is yeah, he knows a lot about the crypto space as well. So, let's see. We
I
have
am
this
looking at
new
it right now,
we
right?
have this new entry signal here, which just
Yep.
popped up recently. Of course, Cardano, they kind of released some news. They teamed up with some new people, things that they're going to kind of releasing a roadmap. Their
Yep.
scaling roadmap is what they released recently. And I browsed through it. I didn't read through it heavily, but it just seems like things that they've already been working on in the first place. So I'm hoping that that comes out, that releases soon. But here's what is interesting with this one here. We have crossed that 0.236 Fibonacci extension line. What do you think? Are we gonna probably keep pushing? Maybe.
I also say we're still in casino zone until we cross the 0.382. But I'll say it has lifted off the zero, which it has done that several times, and it still kept on falling. But if you zoom out a little bit, you'll see that this level is actually an historic support level.
Yeah, major
It's
support level. In the
done that
past.
too many times.
Right.
It could fall below that, but each time it changes direction, it picks up. Picks up temporarily, makes a good movement up. So is that next movement that it's trying to do again? You gotta ask yourself that question. But hey, if you want to take a bet, you can take a bet early and jump in now after the 0.236 Fibonacci level, or wait for the 0.382 before you get in.
Absolutely. That 0.382 is kind of like a confirmation, right? Like we're moving up. Yeah.
It's trying to
I can
about
dig
to
it.
happen.
Awesome Oscillator is pushing up. So is the TTM, right?
Yeah.
Of course, we never sold our Cardano. We've been holding on to this one forever. Where it is right now, man, we're below that 200-day moving average. And the way I see it, as long as we're below that 200-day moving average, I'm okay with buying. Yeah. So it's interesting. We actually bought some Cardano right before we started this recording as well. So
Yes, can you dig it? Yep.
yeah, so we're in there.
Yep. I'm actually looking at the RSI as well. It's right at 50, so it's not
Right.
oversold and it's not overbought.
Right.
And the slow stochastic is crossing, so good news.
Amazing. Well, Cardano looking pretty good. Bitcoin very interesting right now, and of course that Curve coin, man. I gotta go see where we can buy some of that. I don't know what. Oh, well, it's on public, but I don't want to buy it on public.
Hey, don't tell public that. Public just gotta work on their fees.
True. But I mean, how are they gonna work on it if we don't tell them? Public. You have adjustments to it. No, let's not do that, man. I don't want to get banned off public or something. Wait, they can't ban me.
We love them.
But
We love
let's just
them.
move on,
Public.
man. It is what it is. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Hope the TA was helpful to you. Please comment down below. Let us know what coins you're interested in at this point in time. Are you buying Bitcoin? Did you buy Bitcoin at 39K? Right?
Or did you buy
Level of
Bitcoin at 70K?
Did you buy
And
it
have
at
you
top?
averaged out? Or did you give up
Hey,
and just
listen.
sell your coins?
If you bought at the top, it's okay. It's okay. We feel your pain. All you gotta do is average down. We know what that is like. We bought ICP at the top.
Yeah, why at 175?
Then that thing ran through our souls like a train. So here we are now. It is what it is. So, well, that is all we have, ladies and gentlemen. We no further ado. Brazen out.
Hey, double O in the Ease House. Thank you for
Yes,
watching,
sir.
liking, and subscribing.
Peace.